The footage you are seeing now comes from the newly released OPPO Reno 15. As you can see, its front camera reaches 50 million pixels and can shoot 4K at 60 frames per second. Isn't this footage quite impressive? Now we tap the screen to switch to 0.6 times, which is an ultra-wide angle view. It has autofocus and electronic image stabilization, so you can use it to shoot vlogs. And here, there's a small button that, when you tap it, can turn some of the footage into live photos. Of course, not only can you record videos, but you can also use this ultra-wide-angle front camera for selfies. And not just during the day, but at night too, the selfies are even better. Why? Because OPPO has cleverly turned the entire screen into a front-facing fill light. Some might say, hey, we've seen this feature before, so what's different with OPPO's? It's very simple. The entire screen can turn into an RGB fill light with various colors to handle different dark environments. Apart from regular photography and video recording, this time the front camera has been specially optimized for live streaming. First, the footage you see is of me live streaming using the OPPO Reno 15 Pro. Its image quality is very good, featuring both beauty mode and high definition. At the same time, the viewing angle is very enjoyable because it is an ultra-wide angle. So you can switch the front camera view from 1x to 4x. The 1x on this phone is different from other phones, offering a very wide angle. Even if the phone is very close to you, if you don't like it, you can switch to 2x, which is similar to the 1x on other phones. When I was live streaming, I saw a comment that left a deep impression. It said, wow, switch to a camera for streaming. Have to say, choose Reno for live streaming. These are what we consider the first major highlight of the new OPPO Reno 15, so we put it at the beginning. And the second major highlight, I think, is its rear camera. This time, even the standard version of Reno 15 has a 200 million pixel main camera and a 50 million periscope telephoto, which is very non-standard. So how is the effect of its photos? Please note, this is a live photo we took in landscape mode. Now double tap the screen to zoom in, then play this live photo. You can easily notice that even in this situation, every frame inside is very clear. I think this is much more convincing than any advertising slogan. And after you use this phone to take various live photos, you can stitch them together and voila, a 3-photo collage is created. Reno has also made various templates which were very popular some time ago. This time they went a step further and created a new feature called out of the frame. Hey, what does that mean? Look, this is a live photo collage we made, and in the middle there's a person with one click out of the frame. It's like extracting the person, creating a 3-dimensional effect, making it more vivid and more 3-dimensional. How do you describe this thing? In the past, if you wanted this kind of footage, you might have needed to find a professional person or professional software to create it. And today, relying on powerful AI and the imaging capabilities of the Reno 15 itself, you can get a quite outstanding 3-in-1 live photo. Since both the front and rear cameras are excellent, OPPO has also added multi-camera video recording, allowing you to simultaneously activate both the front and rear cameras. Moreover, they have created various styles. Look now, half is front, half is rear, and now the front is a small circle.
Now the front camera is a rectangle, so you can quickly shoot.
During the recording process, you can also turn the footage into a live photo with both front and rear views. Friends in the digital circle might comment on the Reno 15's imaging like this. This generation's configuration is sufficiently flagship level. I gave this phone to its target audience, which is my cousin. She said something that left a deep impression on me. She said Reno's photography, unlike the flagship's light and shadow texture, is more about capturing the kind of beauty it wants. And at that moment, I understood the significance of Reno's imaging. The third point, I think this time the feel and texture, which we used to avoid discussing in mid-range phones, must be mentioned for Reno. This is because the unibody cold carved glass is really high-end, and this generation has become a 6.3 2-inch small flat screen, making the feel quite commendable. Finally, we displayed the relevant configurations of the Reno 15 series on the screen, and you will find that this generation's standard and pro versions have almost no differences except for screen size and battery. I think this is something Reno did very well this time. They really understand what their target users want. As for ColorOS 16, we also tested it. There are no issues with its smoothness, and the animations are full-featured without any cuts. The small step memory that everyone really likes is, of course, also on this phone. I think it's precisely because of these things, because they make Reno products and have absolute trust in their system department, that they can focus more on imaging and texture, creating products that better meet their target users' needs. That's our view on the new Reno 15 series. Hope it helps everyone. Bye bye.